Language Cameroon. Hello, beautiful seven-figure females. Harriet here. I haven't been drop into the group for a while, but I'm back. I'm back. So how are you guys? How is everyone this morning? It's very early if you're in Australia, 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m., probably mid-afternoon, early afternoon, different places in the US, and moving into sleeping time maybe for the UK. So hello, beautiful souls. It is Harriet here. I just wanted to drop in unannounced and just really share something with you. So I just did a live on my personal page talking about why you need to really ditch what's holding you down if you want to progress, if you want to fly, if you want to transcend and ascend into the beautiful, strong, diva woman that you were born as, but may have forgotten. How do you begin to shed those layers? Because here's the thing. After I did that live, I just went outside, looked at the beautiful sunrise, the incredible world that we live in. No matter what shiz is going on for you right now, the reality, there's so much abundance, so much wealth, so much beauty in this world. And as I stood outside watching, we're under the flight path here, not too close, but close enough that you can see the planes going. So this beautiful sort of blue sky, the orange sun, you know, reflections from the sun. I just thought to myself, there's so much available for us in this world. Beautiful, beautiful woman. And guys, of course, there are a few guys in this group. There is so much available for you in this world. When you are believing a whole lot of shiz to be true about yourself, which simply isn't true, you're not doing yourself, your family, your kids, the world, the community, the planet any good, any service. It is time, ladies, to get real about the fucking awesome, strong woman you are. It is time to get real about who and what is holding you back. It is time to shed, to release, to let go of what no longer serves you. And what do I mean by that? What no longer serves you? It can be relationships, it can be thought patterns, beliefs, processes, habits, jobs, vocations, businesses. It can be daily habits, health and wellness choices, dietary choices, exercise choices, what is no longer serving you. All right, we become so freaking accustomed to living in what I call comfortable discomfort. We eat the wrong foods, we don't exercise enough, we continue to associate with people that drag our energy, that drain us, that bring our vibrational levels down into a place which is not a place of abundance and receiving. We constantly stay in relationships which no longer serve us because we are so scared of what's over the other side, right? We stay in cities we don't want to stay in. We make daily decisions that don't serve us. So my message today is what is serving you and what isn't. Because beautiful, beautiful woman, seriously beautiful woman, if you want to move forward and stop, like we know so many women in this world are economically, spiritually, and emotionally not in freedom. We're not. The amount of women proportionally to the amount of men that live in poverty, that retire with next to nothing, that are struggling to fucking get by every day with their kids through no fault of their own, only not knowing they didn't have more decision-making power than they realized. Women are still spiritually, economically, and financially disadvantaged, and we're not to wear the victim card. Don't ever come to me wearing a poor me badge, because I'll give you 10 reasons why you're not. I'm not the person to come with your sob story. It doesn't work, because if you truly want to empower yourself, you have to ditch the belief. You have to ditch what no longer serves you. And maybe that is a limiting belief around the fact that you're a victim. Okay, I know about victimhood. I know all about leaving domestic violence situations. I know all about adrenal fatigue. I know all about toxic parents. I know all about growing up in an abusive home. Don't come to me with your victim stories, because it does not serve you. At some point, you have to stop holding on to that as your comfortable discomfort thing, like your comfort blanket as a baby, and let go of it, right? There's so much for you in this world. There's so much for you You're a goddess. You were born full. You're not broken. You're not fucked up. You're none of those things. You've just made some decisions that led to a result. And the beautiful news is that can change. Okay, I know there's one person watching. I don't know who it is. Hello, whoever you are. I'm sending you a big hug and a big kiss. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, because in the last few weeks you've stopped seeing the comments, and I know that other people doing Facebook Lives have said the same. You just can't see. So it feels like you're talking to this big black abyss of nothingness, but I can see the little eye thing saying, on my personal page, I could see people watching and I'm like, who are you? So that's my message for this morning. It's different to the message I was going to share with you, but if you are, I just ask you out of love for yourself, out of self-care, see it as self-care. Hey, Victoria, again. Hello. Out of self-care for yourself is to look at what the heck it is that you're doing on a daily basis that you believe to be true about yourself. Maybe you believe you're not good enough. Maybe deep down you feel that you're not worthy. Maybe you feel you're not deserving enough, right? Maybe you feel, why me, right? Why me? Maybe it's for everybody else to have the money, the love, the abundance, blah, 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 but not me, right? So I just want you to stop and think about, what are you believing to be true about yourself? It's time to release what no longer serves you, whether it's in the physical space, the emotional space, the belief space, spiritual space. What no longer serves you, and what can you release? Not get rid of necessarily, but what can you release and allow to move on from your life? Sometimes it's friendships. I know a lot of you guys talk to me about, as you're ascending and growing and developing, your friendships become challenged because the friends you knew or grew up with or you've been mixing with, they become scared that you're changing and they're going to lose you. They liked you just as you were. You know, you hear things like, oh, what's going on with you? You've changed. You're different now. Like that's a bad thing, right? But if you're growing and ascending and transcending, you're shedding old skins, of course you're going to change. That is the human condition. We grow and change, right? We grow and change. So of course your friends are going to start, hello, Karen, you will hear that. And a few of my clients have really struggled with that, particularly when they've grown up in smaller communities or in country regions where it is a smaller community, and as you grow and change, it is more difficult to meet different people. So that's where you can get onto Facebook groups, where you can join other communities, you can become involved in other areas to get that, to start to mix with like-minded tribe. But that's a whole Facebook Live on its own, the topic of, are you kissing frogs and who you're hanging out with. What my message today is, there's a whole beautiful big world of abundance for you guys, right? Whole big world, and what you want already exists. But you've got to make yourself a clear channel. You need to release the baggage, let go of what no longer serves you. There are multiple ways you can do that. Energy healing, if it's a spiritual issue, if you think you're hit with, generational karma drama. I went and saw a healer last week, which I'd never done in my life, and it was probably the best thing I've ever done. Do whatever is good for you. All right, so I hope that makes sense. And guys, honestly, if you want some help with any of this, I've got a couple of spots this week in my calendar to do free breakthrough calls. I'm pretty back to back. I have been doing a lot this week. I'm getting a bit tired because, of course, I'm servicing people all around the world. The calendar is booked. I'm just about fully booked with private clients at the moment as well. So if you would like a free consult, book one. There's no obligation, 30 minutes. What we do is we're going to go through and look at what is no longer serving you. What do you believe to be true about yourself? What are your limiting beliefs? What's holding you back? And not only identify them, but what can you do about it immediately? We like practical action here. Got to take practical action as well. All right. So that's what we do together. So go ahead. There's a little link in the title. So guys, I'm wishing you lots and lots of love, but just think about today. If that's one thing you do, think about your friendships, your money habits, your health and wellness habits, self-care habits. Are there some beliefs? Are there some habits or things that you're doing that no longer serve you that you can release so you can fly high faster? Okay. I am sending you massive amounts of love. Victoria, Karen, hello, beautiful ladies. Right, I'm going to go and get my kiddies up now, ready for school. So I will see you guys very soon. Sending you lots and lots of love. Stay high vibe. Ciao.